Alright, welcome to your Hippy Vinyasa. Combination of some opening of the hips with a bit of a flow with some breath work. So let's start on the floor, big toes together, knees nice and wide. Sit your bottom towards your heels and slip your right arm under your left, laying gently on your right shoulder, slide your left arm forwards and take some deep breaths into your belly. And as you're breathing out, just gently press your left palm and your left armpit gently into the floor. If you want a deeper stretch, you can put your forehead on the mat rather than turning your head to the sides. The focus is on the hips as you breathe in. Let your bottom relax as you do this, so relax your butthole. Breathing gently out through the nose, pressing down into the right shoulder perhaps a little bit more, but do not force this. Really spread your left palm out on the mat in front of you. Get that stretch in your thumb and your fingers. And then lifting up the head, slide the right arm forwards, slip the left arm under the right, either turning the head to look at the left arm or forehead on the mat, and just take some nice deep breaths in here. And start to pay attention to which arm maybe felt a bit tighter. My left shoulder feels a bit more delicate than my right. Left shoulder represents all the worries and the concerns we sort of hold for ourselves. And the right shoulder is all the concerns and the worries that we hold about everyone else. So perhaps you're holding a lot of weight on your shoulders, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. During tonight's class, we're going to ask our bodies to start to let go of anything that keeps us feeling a bit stuck, a bit stagnant, a bit trapped sometimes. Coming up, we're going to step our left foot outside our left hand. Left toes can point forwards, or you can turn them out gently to the sides. If you've got really tight hips, you're going to want to take the foot off the mat. Those of you more flexible, you might bring your right arm elbow down. You might bring both elbows down. Don't force this. So the hips is where our body of emotions love to sit. If you're someone a bit like me and you get frustrated or pissed off or angry and you don't release it, we can shove it all back down, and that goes down into our belly and travels down into our hips, our lower chakras. So notice where the tightness is and breathe into it. I got really pissed off today and I was driving, so I just put the music up really loud and screamed my head off for about a minute, a couple of times. It felt really good. Just breathe into that stretch. It's very healthy to release our emotions. That creates a lot more freedom in our bodies and our minds. Stepping back, changing sides. So next time maybe something pisses you off, rather than eating your emotions or becoming passive aggressive, which is also one of my top qualities that I used to love to do, let it out. Get in a controlled environment. Probably not appropriate to scream in your boss's face, but get in the car, shut the windows, let it out. You'll feel amazing. If someone's in the car, they can join you as well. When there's more of you screaming together, it's actually really powerful. Lots of energy. So notice, how are the hips feeling? When we suppress anger, it conceals any sadness that wants to come through as well. So don't be surprised if you start letting the anger out, that the tears come. And then you'll probably laugh because you'll feel like a nutcase and you're like, whoa! That is how we are meant to process emotions. If you watch a toddler, they go through rage, tears, and they just laugh it off and just carry on with their business. The emotion has passed. The emotional body has done what it needs to do. Coming back onto your knees. sitting on your bottom. 2 options, soles of the feet together, push the knees down. If you're a new yogi, might have tight hips. My regulars, you might be like, I want to open my legs. You're looking for a groin sensation, and tipping forwards, tuck the chin in. Walking the hands down, maybe the elbows come down. You're looking for a mild sensation in the inner groin. And the more we learn to open our hips, the more emotional freedom we can have. I'm actually in the middle of doing a trauma course at the moment, and I was chatting to one of the girls on the course, and I was like, it's a lot to sort of process learning all this stuff. And she was like, yeah, but if you can do it and release those emotions and catch them, she was like, we just learn to process so much quicker rather than holding something from when you was like 5 years old and it's been sitting in your body for like how many years, and without realizing perhaps a teacher that put you down when you was 5 years old unintentionally maybe, or a parent, you're still carrying that around, being a people pleaser in your adult self and not telling people how they really make you feel and going, yeah, I'll do that, and then being annoyed at yourself that you didn't sort of say what you really wanted to do or just put your boundary in. So notice when we open the hips, if any emotions come through, even in your dreams, you might find scenarios playing out and you're like, whoa, where's that come from? It's probably a suppressed emotion that's ready to be seen and let go of. Take one more breath here. Slowly coming up. Take your right leg out in front. Left foot crosses over the right. Let the leg maybe come to the floor. Try and get your knees almost stacked on top of each other. If this is like near on impossible, you can come into side tree. If not, cross over and just tip over, tuck the chin in. We are actually sitting in the Capricorn full moon energy, which is also all about any old karmic cycles that might be replaying out in your life currently. So if you're noticing any patterns in behaviors, or you keep coming up with the same situations at work or in relationships, it's time for you to have I'm reliving something here. It's time for you to see it, to release it, and finally make peace with it. If we keep ending up in the same situations and looping round, we're not learning a lesson, we're not maybe putting our boundaries in, we're not speaking our truth. Perhaps there's an unhealed pattern of I don't feel worthy, or if I say how I feel, I'll be rejected. It's a big one for me at the moment. Feeling like I'll lose my power. When deep down in my heart, I know that that is not true. But the little people pleaser in me that's presenting herself seems to block me, adult me at the moment, from standing in my power. When we start to put our boundaries in, we create more freedom for ourselves, and we let go of maybe any resentment or judgment we might be holding.
Cafe de Anatolia music.
Slowly coming up, switch the legs. So start to pay attention if there's something recurring in your life at the moment. It's very interesting. Try and go a little bit deeper with every exhale. The more we learn to free our minds and our bodies and our voices, the more free our lives will reflect externally. So where maybe you're feeling a bit trapped or stuck at the moment, what action needs to happen to make a change if you're not happy at the moment? Where are you keeping yourself a bit small? Slowly coming up. Because the next moon that's coming is the Leo, and that's going to be lion energy. So it's getting us ready to roar. Tuck your toes, come into a downward dog. And the Leo is the ruler of the sun. And the sun energy is the ruler of freedom. Rock the hips side to side, turn the head like you're saying no. So where are you ready to step into that crazy, wild, receiving lion? Come onto your tiptoes, push your heels forwards. Drop your knees to the floor. Come into toe stretch. If your little toes are not on the floor, spread them out manually. And then keep pushing back. Or you can come up onto your knees. Please be gentle. This is a deep stretch. A lot of us have got tight little tootsies. Our feet represent the earth, the root chakra, the chakra that represents safety and feeling grounded, feeling protected, feeling nourished. So how protected and grounded and stable are you feeling at the moment? Where is maybe challenging you a little bit? My toes are challenging me, Amy. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. Untuck your toes. Coming down. Sit on your heels. Take your arms up. Take your right arm behind your left. Push the arm down. Chin lifts up. Back of the shoulder represents our heart energy, our heart chakra. When we're living from the heart and being our authentic self, we can be free. We'll be confident using our voice. We'll be confident expressing ourselves. Gently lean over towards the left. Breathe into that side body. So your shoulders will be a good indication of where you're at in your freedom of choice and voice. Center, changing sides, pushing down. Sometimes a lot of us don't speak our truth because we're worried that the anger might come up and then we might shout, and we keep ourselves quiet, and we're also doing a disservice to ourselves. When we learn to respond rather than react, that is where the power comes. You become the peaceful, free warrior. So leaning over if you haven't already. Breathing into that lion body. Or maybe you want to be a dragon. Center. Hands to floor, tuck your toes, pedal your feet. Step your right foot behind your right hand, left behind your left. Dangle down, hold your elbows, option to sway side to side. So where do you maybe fear letting that inner lion come out to play? Where are your boundaries over enmeshed? Where are you people pleasing? And then where are you then maybe turning on yourself and attacking yourself for not doing what you want to do? A lot of the times it's that fear of saying what we want to do, and then we feel guilty if we're honest. Slowly rising up, take your time, keep holding your elbows. Arms reach up to sky, bring your hands into a prayer. Bring them in front of your heart. So we're going to call in more freedom for ourselves. Freedom to live easily with grace. Freedom to trust in our decisions, and freedom to have our voice heard. Take a deep breath in in. As you exhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Take a little back bend, open your hips. Exhale, fold down the middle of your mat to the floor. Place your hands either below your kneecaps or just above them till your spine is straight. Look forwards, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Place your right knee on the floor. Inhale, send your energy up, hands in a prayer. Gentle lean back as you inhale through the heart. So you're moving the upper chest back, push down in the left foot. Exhale, bring your hands to floor, lengthen your right leg. Lift your left arm up and twist your heart towards your left knee. Rotate to the edges of your feet, drop your hip down, breathing in. You've been sitting down all day, this should feel nice, but also tight. Left arm reaching forwards. Now lengthen your left leg. Press your right heel towards the floor. Option to walk your hands back. Option to lift your left toes off the mat. Just listen to your body. Is it feeling tight? Is it feeling supple? Or is it somewhere in the middle? Take the Goldilocks approach. Not too much, not too little, just enough. Place the foot down, step back to plank. Press the heels forwards, either drop to the knees or stay on your toes. Heart comes to the floor. Inhale, chaturanga. Slide your hips down, roll your shoulders back. Heart lifts like a snake, cobra. Bring your big toes together, knees wide. Sit back, child's pose. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your feet. Then reach up to the sky in a prayer. Take a back bend. Coming up onto your knees, push your hips forwards, tuck your toes, please. Breath in. Bring your left hand to your left heel, right arm reaches up, look up. Keep your hips square. Inhale. Exhale, changing sides. Toes are tucked, breath in, look up to the sky. Hands to floor. Keep the toes tucked, take a downward dog. Bottoms in the air, bottoms up. Step right then left to the front, or you can jump if you're feeling ready. Halfway lift. Freedom in the body means we feel mobile and supple, but sometimes it takes a while to warm up. Fold down, especially if we've been sitting down all day, so don't get frustrated. Come up to the sky. Exhale, fold down the middle of your mat, hands in a prayer to honor your divine essence of your feminine and masculine energy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg, step back. Knee to floor, arms reach up, breath in, hands in a prayer. As you breathe out, move your arms and upper chest back. We want to create that freedom and space in your heart. Hands to floor, lift your left knee. Rotate your right arm up, move your left shoulder towards your right knee, roll to the edges of your feet, drop your hip down, reach behind you. As you exhale, send your arm up to the sky, look up. Lengthen your right leg, taking that pyramid pose. Inhale, option to walk your fingers back and take your right toes off the floor. See if you can breathe into the sole of your foot. The sole like the sun shining into your feet. Plant your right foot down, shift your body weight forward, take plank. Inhale, heart to floor. Exhale, untuck toes, cobra, or you can take upward dog. Big toes together, come back to child's pose. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your fingertips to your heels, reach them up in a prayer. Come up onto your knees, take a back bend, tuck your toes. This time, left arm reach down, right arm back. Option to swap arms, or you can bring the right arm down as well. Taking a full back bend here. Push the hips forwards, head can be back, heart leads. When we open our hips, we can open our hearts and reconnect trust to the body. Hands to floor. Keep those toes tucked, take a downward dog. Step left, right to the front or jump. Halfway lift when you arrive. Exhale, fold. Inhale, send that beautiful energy up to the sky, bringing it down the middle of your mat. So where could you cultivate some more freedom in your life? Breath in, looking forwards. Maybe you want to try something different. Exhale, fold. Right knee back. Send your arms up to sky, hands in the prayer. Keep your toes tucked. Lift up your back knee or stay on the floor. Inhale. Take a back bend. Exhale. Right hand comes to floor, left arm reaches up. Roll into the edges of your feet, drop the hip. Inhale, palm up to sky. I'm open to receive more freedom in my life. Left arm reaches up to the front. Lengthen left leg, take pyramid. Option to flex your left toes up. Breath into the sole of your foot.
Listening to Cafe de Anatolia music.
Press the left foot on the floor. Walk your hands forwards. Lift up your right leg, take split. Bend your right knee, open the groin, take a breath. Option to bring your left fingertips. Maybe you can touch your left toes. I know we hate to balance sometimes, but like you said earlier, what we may do not like is what we need to do a little bit more of. Step the toes back, take plank. Just creates more patience in us. We like to be good at everything straight away. Up dog or cobra. The things that challenge us the most, normally the things that we become the master of. Tuck toes, downward dog. I couldn't even flick my leg up into a wall, and now I'm I can handstand. Right foot forward, left foot back. It's still a massive work in process, but I wouldn't even do it near a wall. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Wouldn't even try. It was a massive shift. Lowering down, that created freedom in my mind that I was willing to try something and keep going. Halfway lift. It built discipline and it built belief. Hands down, left knee back. It made me believe that anything is possible. Arms reach up. Think of maybe something that you've done in yoga that perhaps you thought was not possible. Option to lift the back knee. How has your journey been from where you started to where you are now? Where is that warrior energy? Left arm down, right arm up. Roll to the edge of the feet, drop the hip, palm up, open to sky, breath in. Reaching up back to the front of the mat, lengthen the right leg, take that pyramid. Point the toes up, thinking back to when maybe you first followed one of my lessons and you was like, what the hell is she doing? Plant the foot on the floor, walk the hands forward, lift up the left leg. Have a small bend in your right knee, bend the left knee, open your groin, breathing in. Come onto your fingertips. Option to reach your right hand up and touch your left heel. Maybe you hold it, taking a breath. As you exhale, left foot, then right foot, step back, plank. Lower that beautiful lion heart down. Untuck toes, cobra, upward dog, breathing in. Thinking of the strength that maybe you've built over the years, downward dog. Stepping or jumping back. Halfway lift. The freedom of being able to train from home in whatever clothes you want to wear. If you want to be in a pair of knickers and a bra or just naked, arms reach up. Having the opportunity to have that camera off if you want it. Exhale, folding down the middle of the mat. Halfway lift. That is freedom when you create your own schedule. You are flexible, you are mobile. Hands down. Step or jump back, chaturanga. From our strength becomes that belief. You can do anything you put your mind to. You are your own god and goddess. Right knee lifts, open the groin. Exhale, right foot step between the thumbs. Option to drop the left knee on the floor, rise straight up. Breathing into that heart, palms pushed together. Inhale, stretch your belly. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up. Roll to the edges of your feet. Open the palm up, greet the heavens as you inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm up to sky. Lengthen the right leg, take that pyramid, shift your body back. Flex the toes up. Plant the foot on the floor, take that split, walk the hands forward, bend the left knee. Maybe you hold the foot this time. Kick the foot back and balance on your fingertips. Take a breath. Can you float your left fingers off the floor? Inhale. Exhale, place your left toes on the floor, stand back up, high lunge. Oh, I wobbled. Warrior 2. I bet you did too. Hips and heart open, it's part of the fun. So right knee opens towards the little toe, left hip pulls back so your hips and heart are square. Flip your right palm up, lean towards the front of your mat, reverse that warrior. Inhale. Exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Pivot onto your left toes. Option to swan dive regulars. If not, take a normal chaturanga. Swan dive means we come up to a three-legged dog. And then we come forwards, or we can do normal chaturanga. Toes together, knees wide, take child's pose. Tucking your toes, coming up, send your energy up. Hands down, so right hand on heel, reach back, or bring both hands to both heels. If you're doing one side, take a few breaths. Exhale, push those hips forwards, call in that abundance, opening that sacred space at your lower belly button. Release the hands, take downward dog. Left leg opens, bend the knee, open the hips. Left foot step between the thumbs. High lunge, breathe in that power, that strength from your feet, your roots. Take a little back bend, representing all that strength that you've taken on your journey so far. As you exhale, right arm down, left arm up. Roll to the edges of your feet, breath in, palm up to sky. Look behind you, look at your hand like your cup is filling. Sweep it up and over your ear. Lengthen your left leg, taking that pyramid. Option to take your toes off the mat. Breath in. As you exhale, plant your left foot down. Bring your hands forward. Bend your right knee. Option to grab your foot. Picking it up. Can you balance on your fingertips? Or can you balance and have your arm in the air a little bit? Place your right toes on the floor. Come back up for high lunge. Ooh, push down in your left heel. Open to warrior two. Looking down your left fingers. Looking at your left hand. Imagine you're on top of a mountain right now and that wind is blowing in your face and you feel that strength. Call in that freedom warrior inside of you. Flip your left palm, reach forwards, reverse, breath in. Exhale, both hands to floor. Pivot on your toes. Left foot, option up in the air, or take a chaturanga, or take a swan dive. Breath in, drop the knees, child's pose, slide back. Bring your hands to your feet, tuck your toes. Take a back bend. Option, one hand on one heel or do both. Sink down. This one we're really gonna just push, breathe in. I am easily creating freedom. I am free. Take one more child's pose, breathing into the back of your heart. Giving the ground some gratitude and love for always being here to support you and nurture you. Knowing that you've always got your own back. And reminding yourself of how amazingly strong you are inside and out.
I don't wanna grow, but if I must,
honor your body, honor your time, honor your space.
I hope that my body goes
honor your journey.
before my mind does.
It's been beautiful to see. Take one more breath.
Seems like the days are getting harder to take.
Coming into seated.
Are we of this world? It's a violent
Pose in your practice, arms reach up. I hope you feel supple yet strong and empowered. Hands into prayer, bringing them down to your third eye for clarity and freedom of thoughts. To your lips for ease and grace and freedom in your speech. And to your heart, humble your head down, living freely from your heart and trusting that journey. You are powerful, you are amazing, and you are freaking awesome. Namaste. Buenas noches. Don't ask me to say that in French. I didn't get that far in school.